What is up, everybody? What is up? So today we have a very cool video. I think at the very least it's going to be very cool for me to make, but I've been working on this build for quite some time and I really wanted to show it to you fellas. So this is what I'd like to call as the Judgment build, or a name which I'll try to push a little bit, maybe a Judgmentor build, because this build is entirely revolving around a few runes which boost our judgments. So with that being said, let me just go through the entirety of the thing. So I'm running a 4 out of 6 rank 13 gear. I'm running the coin reels rather version of the Judgment Draconic so that we can reduce the cooldown on Judgment and make our seals judgments also hit a lot harder. And we are having, of course, the Blade of Eternal Justice with the AQ20 set, which makes our Crusader Strike now apply both of our judgments whenever you do Crusader. Both of our judgments, because we have Seal Bearer, which is the rune which we use on our shoulders. Forehead, Fanaticism, Divine Storm, Sheet of Light, Avenger Shield, Sacred Shield, Improved Hammer of Righteousness, Crusader Strike, with Holy, Defensive Specialization, and Righteous Vengeance. I'm going to put the other two variations of this right now on screen so you guys can see it. So maybe, if this doesn't suit your own playstyle, then, simply go ahead and check if something else is going to be better for you. The idea of this build is something that I've been trying to execute. See, a long time ago I got my Thunder Fury. Not a long time ago though, but I got my Thunder Fury, and I noticed how bad the weapon is for PvE, for Paladins unfortunately, and for PvP it's very bad. It's just, the slow on it is basically the only good thing. And I tried to make sword and board playstyle function, but unfortunately just was never able to. And I've been playing with this for the past day and a half, and I'm loving it. In fact, I love this more than all reliable two-handed seal twisting that you can do. So we're just gonna jump in, see how it goes, and hopefully we get a couple of kills so you guys can see it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be very fun. Right, so we are approaching Blacksmith, a typical tactic which many Alliance players do. Just get in the room, see what type of a buff there is. If there is not anything good, we simply just stay over here, we chill for a while, and of course here we have a warrior who is trying to do some sort of peeling. So let's see if we can just go over here on this shaman. Maybe not on this shaman. Pop this through. We're getting dispelled like fiends, but as you can see, at the very least, we have a little bit of chance to do something. Fortunately, the shamans are all over me. Really doing me dirty right now. They are quite beefed up. This is significantly tanky. Yeah, these guys are really tanky. Here we go, maybe one kill. No, perhaps. Here it is. Yes, first kill dropped. Pop of Freedom. Let's do a little bubble action here. Stop the thing. Hold on a minute, fella. Hold on a minute, fella. Hold on a minute. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm just spinning basically at the cost of my life, probably. Something like this will occur. Trying to peel. And the build itself usually does damage, but there was a lot of shielding there. And as you can see, overall, from, balanced droids dealing damage, these guys were very well prepped. It kind of looks like perhaps they're pre-made and using all of the consumables, but that doesn't matter. We'll try to snipe a very good kill, like in a 1v1 scenario, so you guys really see the pretty part of this particular build. The Judgmentor, let's call it as such. Pop all of her stuff. I know I approached this without any specific buffs. I just kind of saw the blacksmith fight and I was like, yeah, this is not gonna go well. So we just delayed it for the sakes of other parts of the team, hopefully to be able to snatch something from left or right, depending on this. I got very deep, got massively dispelled. Now this guy's probably gonna jump over here. He's waiting on something. Yeah, look at him, he's waiting on. I just want to show basically all types of possible damage, just to see. Spamming this right now. Alright, let's see what we can do with it. I'm choking, but look at this. The typical shaman. Basically the bad player. The bad player. Doing all they can to simply purge everything. It's one of the things why I always hate shamans. I specifically have a detest. we gotta kill this guy first, simply because he is a druid. Okay, never mind. He's a tank. Both of these guys are tanks. Let's go for the priest. Stun the priest. As you can see, we're dealing good damage to them. And trinket kill. There we go. Now, we have a warrior here. They're not gonna go on me. I think they believe I'm a tank or something like this. One of the cool things about this build is that it really melts tanks. In the sense of... It has a lot of potent magic damage on it. Which I find personally to be very, very good. Res came through, at least one res maybe. We are getting kind of stomped on this one, but I'm looking just to show you if we can catch someone. Not that I'm specifically looking for him, but if we can catch someone. Just a little bit somewhere, you know? I need to change my bindings because when I usually press a shift binding, let's say, and I try to jump in the same way, I'll open up the scoreboard with shift space. That's something that I don't like doing. Happens often enough. But yeah, trick of the build is just do everything you possibly can, perhaps from afar. Why did I do that? Now let's show a little bit of that damage. Yeah, as you can see, the damage is really good. I really enjoy that. That was very fun. Okay, let's see now. This is a rogue. There we go. Drop a hammer. Dispel a little bit. No, I'm not triggering this. I can't trigger this actually. Yeah, they're gonna die now. There we go. That damage there was nice. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, we peaked at 1.4k DPS there. So you guys obviously see there is potency within this build. Now, can you actually out DPS Retribution 2-hand with this build? Absolutely not. I don't think it's possible. However, there are perks and bonuses to this build. See, whenever you play this, you need to understand you have Sacred Shield, you have Fanaticism, you have options to get crits and double heals. Essentially, it's a very cool build for the sustain. You're running with Librum of Plenty, which saves a lot of your mana, especially if you're going to run with rank 13 gear, because it just has natural intellect built into it. So it's a build which is super, how can I say, it's a homogeneous build. It works all around the board very well. It has 3 types of CC. You have a Daze on 3 people, you have Repentance, you have Hammer of Justice, obviously. You can also do Seal of Justice with Divine Storm, see what's going on over there, but fact of the matter is, are we going Blacksmith? What is going on? It's like, look at this, the Hive Mind. The Hive Mind, we have collectively made a decision. Nah, there it is, but unfortunately you don't have to go on that person. Do you know why? Trinket this. Now let's just pop this and see if we can do okay. That was very smart of theirs. But now they're kind of stuck in it. Of course, into another stun. Let's throw the shield very quick. I should go on the shaman. There we go, a little bit of crit there. Okay, they're trying to get on me, kind of. This is really bad. Just getting purged. You see this? Like, they're just purging me. Nah. Doubt we can do something here. Oh, look at this. We're getting actual healing. Well, sadly, he'll die. See if we can help our druid survive. Put the Sacred Shield on him. Yeah, probably they'll survive. Yeah, they will. We are facing a lot more prepared team than ours, or at least a few individuals from that team are really prepared. It's like they have an eye on me and I'm getting purged on cooldown, which sucks. I don't like that, but of course no Paladin loves this. Whenever you, this is a criticism which I have towards the Season of Discovery development team, is like whenever you're having Season of Discovery, you're supposed to bring out new playstyles for the player base pretty much to experience, and you have shamans purging, and that's the only gameplay that they do versus the majority of their classes. Like they do purge versus mages, they do purge versus priests, they do purge versus paladins, they do purge versus druids, they do purge. The only thing that they do is purge. When you have an environment, you've created an environment where shamans simply do not explore their new kits, simply because purging is better, this means that you've done a very bad job. And it's something here that I think we can do. Okay, let's stun. Let's see. Good damage. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, this build, man. This is what I'm talking about. The build is going nuts. Seriously. This is the average performance of the build. And we finally managed to get that. Unfortunately, let's see now. You feared me. Alright, well, sure. Let's just sit it out. I'm not gonna trinket, not gonna pop anything. We're just sitting it out. Pop the war steed. Finish that kill. Have 3 people. 3 people are incoming. 4 people. Let's see now. Throw the shield on. This build, one of the cool things about this build, which I really like. Hold on a minute, I got focused a little bit here. Alright, you know what? I'm really tired of you. Okay, that's really cool. We managed to get his dispersion out. Get this guy. You see the potency of this build right now, right? You just see that it's here. It functions. It works. It's really strong. We put tremendous amounts of pressure on these guys. And we're stacking also, not just this, but we're stacking the... Okay, we did. We're stacking the rune. What was it called? Righteous whatever. Okay, let's just throw the shield here. Slow this guy up. Oh, we got a nice Hand of Justice proc. Do exorcism. Do another thing. Do another judgment. Here it is. Another proc from it. As you can see, the build deals crazy amounts of damage. There are ways to actually make it a lot more viable. There we go. Look at that. That was beautiful. Chasing everybody down. Judgment of Righteousness is the #1 on the damage. Judgment of Command is 2nd. Righteous of Vengeance is actually 4th. Never mind, 4th. Which is really good. I should keep a better eye on my buffs though. It's something that I'm not particularly good at whenever I play Season of Discovery. In regular Classic, it's just used to me. Or rather, I'm used to it. But however, when I get into SOD, I just totally forget about Horde of Lordaeron. I totally forget about Sacred Shield. It's something that I need to work upon to be a better player. But it will come over in time. Let's see if we're gonna die here. Probably we will. Let's see. Can we do something here? No. We're gonna die here, probably. Okay, we got a little bit of mana. We're gonna get purged to infinity and beyond. There we go. Look at it. The prime gameplay. And I'm just sitting. Look at him. This is the prime shaman gameplay. The only thing that they're good at. This is all of their gameplay. I am putting a lot of pressure on these guys. Actually, look at this, of course. Now let's see, this guy's running low on mana. He probably does not really wish to purge right now. Okay. Look at him. The only thing that they do is just do that. This is sadness. Sadness incarnate. Okay, let's just get a bubble going through. We stood in the back line for long enough. There's nothing really I can do here. The only thing that I can probably do right now is just try and steed for the last 2 seconds to see what we can do. Drop this guy up. Sacred Shield. We can... no point. Shamans, right? Just the only thing that I do is just spam purge. It's something that needs to be removed from the game. Not because it annoys me purposely as a paladin. No, from a game designer standpoint. If you're someone who respects the time of the player specifically and the essence of discovery, this is anti-SOD as far as I'm aware. There's just nothing we can do about it. And now I'm gonna try and do... there we go. We got him here. There we go. Look at that. Oof. Now let's one-shot this guy real quick because he is, unfortunately, in a bad spot. Oh, look at this guy. Warrior. These guys seem like they're quite prepared. They seem very, very chunky. Now, if I go over here with my two-hand old reliable, you know, things are gonna go down very, very differently compared to what they usually do, but it's just not what I want to do right now with this build. Seems to be a fight in stables. Let's go see it. We have a couple of people turning in. This will probably be turned around. They're not capping, which is very good. Have everything that we would need. Now we just need to go ahead. Let's see if we can chase him down. Look at the damage on this. Oh my goodness, I totally murdered him. Whoa. Look at this damage. Just look at this. This is insanity. This is insanity. The build is crazy. And I don't even have the best things for the build. That's the thing about it. Imagine how much better this can actually go if we invest time into it. Such as, you know, I'm looking right now into what can I do to improve. First and foremost, imagine that we go with rank 14 shield and we can go ahead and do that. Imagine that I take a burst trinket, because I have absolutely no burst trinket, unfortunately, guys. Imagine that I can, you know, switch my... because usually I'm a shotgun, so I play with 20 stamina, 10 intellect. So there's that. Let's see this guy. Name is Deacon Balls. Oh, goodness. He is very tanky, like Shaman is. Alright, let's stun this guy. Come on, we got him. Let's see how this does on a tank, because we are like... You see, this chunks down tanks like crazy. I'm top DPS right now. From this entire fight, I dealt 1k DPS. Look at it. Judgment of Command, second on damage. By the way, I guess some people will have a question. Why are you playing with Seal of Righteousness instead of Martyrdom? Fact of the matter is because, despite the fact, truly, that Martyrdom scales with AP better, obviously, than Seal of Command and all of those seals, of course, they are exclusively spell damage. But the fact that Martyrdom is also tied to weapon damage, it crits significantly less because of fanaticism. And another important thing is that... unfortunately, it just doesn't do any good outside of that. It's just low on mana, which is very good, but that aside, Judgment of Righteousness is a lot more consistent. It does indeed crit only for 50%, right? Let's see this guy here. Alright, whoa. That was a little bit overkill. Yeah, that's... You gotta be very, very careful and not underestimate the damage of this build. Look at him. He is a little bit like, what the hell? I'm a tank. Yeah, I know. This is what the build does. Rake critting for 500 is wild, though. Rake critting for this is wild. Was that Rip? Which one? Dreads. Dreads. Which one was the 35 energy? I think this was Rake. Rip was, I think, the spender combo points. Alright, dude is here, I guess. Again, I think he's on his way to dislike the video, I think. He was like, screw this Paladin. Complete idiot. Just the only thing he does is complain. Yeah. let's just throw a couple of here. Kill this guy. Very good. You can see I'm consistently top of the damage with it. If we could have something... If we could have something a little bit more potent as a weapon and figure out a way to use this build... Whoa, that was big. Figure out a way to use this build with another weapon such as, you know... Imagine that we can just switch the rune and give the rune itself to the build. I think that that's simply going to be a possibility in range, but predominantly for two-handed weapons. Right now there is this crazy build, specifically running around for Paladins, which is tied to the very same rune that we use from the tier set. Basically, Paladins go with 6 out of 8. With Judgement, 6 out of 8 tier 1, 2 out of 8 tier 2, and they put the shoulder Judgement rune from Crusader Strike. From the weapon, Blade of Eternal Justice, the Battle Gear of Eternal Justice 3 out of 3 set. And that build, although it sacrifices tons of Judgement damage, the build itself deals stupid amounts of burst. And the trade-off is the consistency, though. It's a great burst, low DPS type of thing. So, let's see, we have people going on there. Let's go. Nope, I am not going there. Every time I see just, you know, there's a shaman and a priest there, I cannot do anything. Let's slow this guy. Start bursting, go ahead, we got him, let's go into the warrior. This build is, after all, a little bit of a tank burner. Here comes the rogue. He thought, but he thought wrong. Let's go. Rogue, this is your time. You die here, rogue. Double Judgement. I'm getting a little bit sloppy with the... Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I got a bubble. Whenever I see druids, just... When I hear or see Starfall, it's just crazy for me. Can't really cope with that. Just drop this bad boy in. That was a very good triple slow. Let's go. Oh no! Oh, he died in the thing. All right. You see, when they don't have people around them to help them with those kills, you know, things just go down in a very different way, as you just now saw. Alright, let's just go ahead and kill this guy. Throw the shield, freedom. There we go. Look at that, look at this. Consistently high DPS on this build. This is why I like this build. If you're gonna sit around and whack in your ret, you would have been by now with the usual Retribution builds. But this is why I truly just like this variation of it, this particular part of that build. The mana which comes from Libram of the Plenty, or Libram of Plenty. Not that Retribution will necessarily struggle, it's just that with the amount of running around, blessing, re-blessing, if you were just to do everything that I just did here, you know, you wouldn't have had good amounts of time. We are 30 kills and 3 deaths with this build. I only hope that this gameplay is actually, how can I say, entertaining. I hope that I'm just good enough for you guys to see. I am a very self-cynical guy, so when somebody criticizes me, I take that to heart, and I just say, yeah, I guess I suck, and you gotta get out of that particular dark place, but hopefully it's entertaining. Look at this, 30 kills, 3 deaths with this build. They're fighting over there, they're like 2 people versus 3 people, no, actually 3 versus 3. Okay, let's jump. Let's go. Oh, we don't have a trinket for 3 seconds. Pop Sacred Shield while we're at it, because why not? This is one of the things, dude. Oh, running like that underwater is horrible. Not gonna kick that. Oh, wrong seal. Oh, that was huge. By the way, something that you guys will see here is that whenever we play this build, most of what you see is not going to be shown onto the combat table. Reason for that is actually pretty simple. And I think we're dead here. Hold on, let's see if we can. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh no. Yeah, he got meat hook. But yeah, you can only see up to 4 pieces of damage from it. So if I do, like I usually do, an auto attack with Judgement and Crusader Strike, you're not gonna see the entire full hits. And unfortunately, there aren't good enough add-ons for this particular thing if we're to look for it. All right, now this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be very fun. Here it is, instant one shot. Look at the damage of this, man. Look at the damage of this dude. We literally destroyed them. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, I'm happy that I took this instead of the other guy. And we're gonna set a big shockwave. The thing about this build is how crazy it just chunks down the majority of the tanks in the game. It's kind of one of its strengths, I would say. Stun. Alright, let's see what type of damage we can deal on this guy. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Kill. Maybe. Nope. Not today, it looks like. Nah, you're gonna die here. Oh! No, 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 please, 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 please. Alright, hold on, let's see. Let's get some mana back. I need a heal. Crits. Come on, 1, maybe 2. Alright, that's a crit. We can chill for now. This is one of the cool things also of this build. When you run Fanaticism and Holy Shield, you pretty much save yourself tons of mana trying to sustain. Let's say you're in mid-battle and you find an opportunity to throw a heal. But unfortunately, the amount of health I have, also taking into account the amount of mana I have, which is very good, by the way, because this is what I mean when I spoke in particular about Retribution Paladins struggling with mana compared to this build, because Red Paladins don't use rank 13 gear, and this is 20 intellect here, 15 intellect here, 15 intellect here, 14 intellect here. You get the entire idea. Let's get underneath the boon of the druid. Looks like we are about to win, and I'm first on damage. 34 killing blows, 4 deaths, 67 kills in total. The #1 contributor, at least so far it seems. So I probably, this build doesn't look as entertaining as a two-hand red might be. You know, you get the entire idea, but let's see if we can catch someone over here. Yeah. Oh, come on. Surely you're not this freaking arrogant about it. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. This is the build once more. Let's just run through it. These are the runes that I'm using currently. Of course, I'm looking to make some upgrades to the build. It's important to use weapon chain for this, because you are not capable of switching mid-combat. Not that it's a unique blade, but you need another one, and I think that's a little bit of an overkill. So, personally, for my taste, I think that this is just enough. Rune, Fanaticism, Divine Storm, Sheet of Light, Avenging Shield, Sacred Shield, Improved Hammer, Crusader Strike, Holy Weapons and Defense specializations, and Righteous Vengeance. Of course, you can switch a few of these around. If you think that your mana is not enough for your playstyle, go ahead and take Art of War for Exorcism. If you think that you need Exorcism reduction, go ahead and take, of course, the rune which reduces the cooldown, Purifying Power of Exorcism. If you think that, you know, let's just go through the entirety, the overall data of this. If you think, look at this, Righteous Vengeance damage on this. This is why this build is super good. Righteous Vengeance on this is literally 1/4 of my entire damage, a total sum of almost 10%, not almost, okay, 8% of the entire damage. It's very big, it's very important, and because of how many Judgment procs you're actually doing from your Crusader Strike and your Judgment on its own, it's a very good rune to pick. So after all, you know, pick your poison, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. This is a very fun build, and I pretty much plan on playing it up until rank 14. It's super effective. Bye-bye. Enjoy yourselves.